Adam Kadmon and the esoteric roots of androgynous identity. Abstract. This report investigates the mystical figure of Adam Kadmon in Kabbalistic tradition, exploring its symbolic nature as an androgynous archetype and examining how this esoteric model resonates with, or has been interpreted in light of transsexual and non-binary identities. Drawing from Jewish mysticism, Gnostic philosophy, and psycho-spiritual frameworks, the report traces how ancient symbols of gender unity reflect evolving understandings of human identity and transcendence. Introduction. Who is Adam Kadmon? Adam Kadmon, literally primordial man, is a foundational concept in Lurianic Kabbalah, a mystical branch of Judaism. He is not the biblical Adam, but a pre-creation emanation, a divine archetype embodying the totality of human potential, created not from earth, but from pure divine light, or Ein Sof. Adam Kadmon is seen as the first configuration of divine consciousness, through whom all of creation is structured. He is both cosmic and internal, representing the ideal form of humanity in spiritual harmony with God. Adam Kadmon as androgynous archetype. One of the most striking features of Adam Kadmon is his androgynous nature. In early mystical texts and commentary, Adam Kadmon is described as neither male nor female, or as both simultaneously. This echoes Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image, male and female, he created them. In Kabbalistic interpretation, the first Adam was a single, unified being that was later split into male and female forms, Adam and Eve, in Genesis 2. This idea aligns with Platonic and Gnostic concepts of the original human being androgynous, a being that, in its fullness, contained all dualities, comparative analysis, gender and divinity. In various mystical and philosophical traditions, androgyny is not a deviation, but a higher state of being. Hermeticism describes the divine as a union of opposites, masculine and feminine, light and dark. Taoism's yin and yang represent balanced, complementary forces. In Gnosticism, figures like Bar Bello embody divine androgyny as the emanation closest to the true God. The pattern is clear. Reunification of gendered polarities is seen as returning to the divine source, a reversal of the cosmic fall into duality. Androgyny and transsexual identity. Modern trans and non-binary identities often center around transcending or blending conventional gender boundaries. In this sense, they reflect a psycho-spiritual journey similar to that portrayed in mystical systems. Transsexuality, particularly when involving a deep existential transformation, may be interpreted as a symbolic alchemical process, the reshaping of the self in alignment with an inner truth. Mystics and psychoanalysts like Carl Jung and James Hillman have viewed androgyny as a stage in individuation, where the soul integrates its masculine and feminine aspects. Some trans individuals find spiritual resonance in mystical texts that affirm the sacred nature of androgyny or gender transcendence, with Adam Kadmon as a divine prototype of non-binary wholeness. Integration of masculine and feminine soul aspects. Some researchers and esoteric commentators have proposed that certain mystical interpretations of Kabbalistic doctrines, particularly those related to Adam Kadmon, the archetypal primordial human, may have influenced cultural or even covert agendas aimed at reshaping humanity's spiritual and psychological structure. In this view, Adam Kadmon represents a state of unity prior to the cosmic fall into gendered duality, and returning to this unified state is seen as a step toward divine reintegration. These researchers speculate that modern societal trends, especially the increasing visibility of gender fluidity and non-binary identities, could be symbolically aligned with the Kabbalistic goal of reintegrating masculine and feminine aspects within the soul. Furthermore, suggesting the possibility of chemical or environmental influences introduced through public systems, such as food and water, intended to facilitate this transformation on a physiological or psychological level. These ideas reflect a broader inquiry into the intersection of esoteric spirituality, social evolution, and potential mechanisms of influence in modern society. Conclusion: 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 represents more than a mystical myth. He is a symbol of unity, a fusion of all opposites, and an archetype of wholeness before fragmentation. In this light, androgyny is not a deviation, but a return, a movement back toward primordial harmony. For some, this mirrors the transgender journey, a sacred realignment of body and soul, moving not away from nature, but back to an original truth. Whether understood mystically, psychologically, or philosophically, the story of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 continues to resonate in the modern search for identity, balance, and transcendence.